welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day video. If you're new here, I'm so glad you've joined me today. And if you've been hanging out with me for a while, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. In today's video, I'm gonna share with you 3 recipes that are between 287, I know that's pretty exact, and 400-ish calories. So each of these recipes are really healthy recipes. If you guys have been following me for a while, you've heard I'm simple. I like everything to be as simple as possible. So all of the recipes that I'm gonna show you ever are going to be as simple as possible with really accessible ingredients. It's not gonna be anything that you're gonna have to go out to like specialty stores to find. I include all food groups. So I'm not gluten-free, I'm not carb-free, I am just all-inclusive, simple, let's get it done so we can eat. If you have been following me for a while, you also know that I eat every 2 to 3 hours, but I'm not filming my snacks, so you guys know that I am eating in between breakfast and lunch. I eat in between lunch and dinner. It just helps me keep my metabolism up. It also helps keep me in check, making sure that I'm not overeating at my next meal because I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything to keep me fueled in between meals. So I want to let you guys know this is not an all-inclusive what I eat in a day. This is just my main meals, okay? Today I'm gonna be making you banana oatmeal pancakes, which are my favorite recipe, and I've actually had several friends reach out and say like, hey, Kathryn, I'm gonna need you to show me the recipe for that. So I thought this would be the easiest way. I love doing these videos for you guys because I'm a visual learner. So if I can see it done, I typically will be able to do it a whole lot easier than if I just read about it. Now I can obviously read and do recipes. That's why you guys are getting ready to see them, but I much prefer, if I can, see somebody else do it. And I like watching other people's cooking videos, although I would definitely not call myself a chef or a baker by any means, because I said it already, I'm very simple and I have 3 kids, I homeschool, I run a business, I'm writing a book. I don't have time to stay in the kitchen all day long and prepare really complicated dishes for my family or for myself. So I am simple and my family's okay with that. I'm okay with that. So if you guys are simple and busy like me, then hey, you're gonna really like the recipes that I show you. This is just a busy season in my life, and I still wanna be here for you guys to share encouragement along your healthy journeys and encourage you to be healthy from the inside out. My weight loss journey is not just a weight loss journey physically, but I'm on a weight loss journey mentally, so to speak, because I've been carrying around a whole lot of heavy weighted thoughts that are not good for me, thoughts that kind of weigh me down and keep me stuck in places that I just want to be free from. So I'll share some of that with you guys along the way here on this channel as well. And if you think this video would be helpful for somebody else, just be kind and share it. But before we start cooking, I'm going to take you guys along with me for my favorite part of the day, and that is coffee time, which equates in my mind to me time, because I just got done teaching a class full of middle schoolers. I'm a homeschool mom, so I teach a class every other week, and I'm like, I need coffee and I need it right now. So I'm going to get that first and then we'll start cooking.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you.
Whether you've been eating healthy for a while now or just getting started, let's be honest, it's not always easy. I used to think I had to get it all right all the time or I couldn't move forward. It took me a while to realize it's not about perfection, but progress. There will be times, let's face it, even whole days, when eating the best choices isn't either an option or we simply just don't do it. I've learned in these moments to just get back on track the next opportunity I had instead of throwing in the towel altogether because I had one hard day. I purposed not to allow that one hard day to turn into weeks and then months.
Never ends. Let's be more than friends. Yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day. Yeah. So hold me.
On my journey to change, I found a few things to be very helpful in getting back on course and upping my success rate and staying there. I'm just going to give you guys 3 of my top things that I go to. There's so many more, but I'm going to give you 3. So number 1 is always have healthy foods stocked up in my home. That's just something really practical that I have learned the hard way. If I don't have the healthy food options, I'm always going to go for something less healthy. Even when I have healthy food options though, you guys, honestly, sometimes I still eat chips.
Can't believe you love me.
Number 2 is allowing myself to enjoy whatever I'm craving every once in a while. So if it is the chips, that's what I'm going to eat. Maybe it's a Reese's peanut butter cup, or maybe it's ice cream. I'll find something that I'm craving and give into that craving at least once a week, sometimes twice. Okay, number 3 is above all else, I have to realize that I am simply not capable of doing the right thing 100% of the time. So when I don't do what I know is best for me, I've determined to be kind and extend grace to myself instead of beating myself up and making myself feel bad for missing the mark, whatever that mark might be in my own mind, and giving myself grace when I don't do the things I know I should do 100% of the time.
I just feel so lucky. Oh, oh, oh.
So no matter what I do, how wonderfully I succeed, or how hard I fall, I'm loved by God, called and created on purpose, for a purpose, and so are you. Your successes and failures do not define you. God does. So living a healthy life on the outside starts by addressing what's going on the inside, in our thoughts and in our hearts. So if you want more content that's going to encourage and inspire change inside out, click that subscribe button and join my subscriber community. We would love to have you along.
Something to change. 'Cause when I'm not here, it's like I'm falling.
Okay, I really love this candle. If you never try, you'll never know. It's just a really great reminder to try new things, even if they're difficult or they don't work out the very first time you try them. This cauliflower soup is a great example of that I'm showing you guys right here. I found this recipe on my Noom app, and it actually made a ton of soup. I was able to eat it for about a week, so I got really sick of it and eventually threw away the rest of it because there was so much. You could cut this recipe in half for sure if this was something that you're just going to make for yourself, as it was for me. I had a few mishaps in the recipe. I just want you guys to know, like, you saw me shredding some zucchini there with my daughter. It didn't quite come out the right way because I didn't have the proper shredder. And if I had like a cheese grater, it would have been way better to shred the zucchini the proper way. And I bought this really great little teriyaki stir fry kit from the store, and it was just a really great option. Those are actually noodles there, you guys. It's kind of strange, but they came out really well, in the end, but it just looked funny at first. So this entire recipe was under 350 calories for my total dinner, which you guys will see here in a minute. It's quite a bit of food.
So I feel safe and sound. I've been hiding out for days next to you.
Are you good? I didn't know you were recording me.
Yeah, I've been waiting in silence.
So you can see the noodles look kind of funky when they first get put in the stir fry, but they pulled apart pretty easy, and then in the end it looks really appetizing, where at first it was kind of like, what is this? But it's very good, and that's just what I used. You guys could just do a veggie stir fry of your choice, whatever, but that's what I used. And I would also recommend in this recipe to go ahead and rice your cauliflower. Like you can see there, they're whole chunks of cauliflower. I was trying to do in one of the steps that you'll see in the description. It says to just put it in your blender and blend it up. It really didn't work the way that I would have hoped it did. So I just wished I would have like riced the cauliflower ahead of time, but hey, lesson learned for next time. So this recipe was a little difficult at first, but here's a good reminder to just try things that seem hard at first, because more than likely they're not really that difficult at all.